Hi, you guys. It's me. It's me. It's no Brandy. So I don't know where Brandy's at. Um, Let me see if I can get a hold of her. Um, yeah, I don't know where she be. I think she's on spring break. Um, are you supposed to hear? Are you supposed to hear what? Hi, Kathy. All right, so I already said hi to Joe. Hi, Joe, again. Hi, Karen and Margaret. Um, and Sue. Hi, Sue. So I'm trying to get a hold of Brandy, see if I can get her here. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. There she is.
Hey, sorry.
Are,
Ah,
are,
no, no, no. Oh, phone, you stupid thing. Okay,
are we
okay.
are we waking you up or are you?
No, I don't think I read everything I was supposed to read, but that's okay because I'll still be good. I've read quite a lot. My
Did you?
phone started messing up. It took away my whole book, and then I had to get it back again.
Oh, did you get to the bodice ripping?
If that was in the last chapter, no.
Okay.
Although, if it's as steamy as like I don't know him. I didn't like that he went to that woman, but yet he's thinking,
Remember they were getting ready to have the pizza. They're
yeah.
talking about the pizza. Well, the pizza got disturbed a little, just a little. You missed the best
See,
chapter.
I know it. I know it. I was like,
That best chapter.
that's
So,
okay because I'm going to reread it anyway.
yes, it was. It was the steamy chapter. Yes. So, I'll just tell you that technically, there was no bodice ripping, at least not in the sense that you'd think of it, like with hands tearing people's clothes off. It was a magical undress.
Oh, see, look, I don't really care about spoilers as far as because it ain't gonna spoil me because I'm gonna read it anyway, and I get just as much thrill. Because if it's better than I mean, because I was just pissed off that he went to, and she thinks she got that what I don't even remember her name now. That she thinks that he gonna come back to her. He ain't gonna come back to her. He gonna.
Oh, in the city, the chick in the city. Yeah,
So
yeah.
please tell me that the bodice ripping was he finally decided to just take her.
Well, something like that.
He wants her, dag nabbit. She
they,
wants him.
yeah, yes. They finally, okay. So like they were, they'd been training again and all that stuff. They're training all the time, and you know, she's getting stronger. Shanna.
I knew it was leading up to that because of the fact that, like, when whatever that I can never pronounce these flicking names. The
I know,
the
right?
the witchy, nasty, evil person when she came and took away her light and did all this other stuff, and the dragon came down. He just, I don't know. He was so gentle, and I understand he needed her to in order to heal her. But when he found out that she was bitten, oh
Yeah, yeah.
my god, he like you could tell that was the moment when it was like
He cared for her then. I love Joe's comment. Yes, Joe, don't forget to take off the boots. She they
oh,
stripped each other magically. Okay, like just imagining their clothes coming off. She's undressing him with her mind and he's undressing her with his mind, but she forgot his boots.
she forgot.
So she had to take the boots off too.
Oh
Right?
my
Oh,
goodness.
goodness.
Woo!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
definitely gonna have
Margaret.
to go.
Yes, there was still some more teaching going on. It
Mm.
wasn't
Mm.
exactly combat or making potions, but I mean, she used a new skill, right? She used a new skill. She learned how to take his clothes off with her mind,
That's definitely a skill that could come in handy.
right? Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. Yeah, it's something like that, Kathy. You sell something like that. Is the little evil woman that came creeping through at the waterfall and whatever, and came back into yeah.
I mean, I swear, when
They're supposed
ugh,
to be like in purgatory somewhere, right? And they can't get through and come back, but they're sneaking through and she's getting back. Yeah.
I don't know,
Wait,
but like when I see her, when I read her name, I imagined, that when the evil queen from Snow White turns into the crone, like that's what I picture. I don't know.
I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. So she was pretty foolish. She came in and she tricked her 100%, made the fog, got her confused, got her traveling away from where she thought she was supposed to be and all that stuff, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
then the snakes.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the snakes. So, yeah. Okay. So I thought it was interesting that we learned earlier. I mean, it took them 3 times to do that spell or whatever they had to do to get the poison out and stuff. And she was just like, it was so painful. And it was like, it was a pain she'd never felt before and didn't, understand. But what she didn't even understand until later was that he was also feeling that same pain. He was
Yeah,
feeling
like
just as
she didn't
much as she
realize
was.
that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, the lady from
Yes.
Snow White, but with a basket of snakes. There you go.
Yeah, instead of apples. See, okay, good. I am not the only one
Yeah,
that pictured this woman like that.
correct. No,
You know,
no,
you took the evil queen as the crone, and instead of the snakes being in her hair with Medusa, you just I don't know. She just, but one of the things that I found interesting in this section is, I've studied like, we had to take religions of the world in school, in college. And, it's kind of interesting that a lot of the stuff from this, when it's dealing with the magics and stuff, there's actually a reason behind the three having to say something 3 times. Um, in Ireland, you have the Celtics. And so when you look at the Celtic, you know, religions and stuff, they actually talk about like everything in threes. It's kind of like everything is a triplet. It's kind of interesting that it kind of seems like there's a lot with this too.
well, and that's not the only religion that has the multiples of
The,
three
the,
either.
the
So,
threes.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So,
I knew Buddha also does something with three. And so I like the triple thing, but I and I'm going to be really mad if it was in this last chapter and I haven't read it yet. When she made her ass maid, and it has a dragon on it that was not in the sketch.
right.
Please tell me that she has not met her dragon yet.
No,
Okay.
no, no. I mean, they did see some other dragons in this part that we read, but no.
Yeah. The
Randy,
dragon
no, Randy,
riders.
they were too busy undressing each other with their minds to find a dragon. I mean, come on.
Was there at least some completion?
Well, they went off to have pizza at the end.
Oh, they were hungry. They had the sexy snacks. Okay.
So, instead of having a cigarette when you're done, they wanted pizza.
But wait a second. Do they even have pizza in this land? They must. I don't know. I picture
Who said they were in
fairy
that?
food.
Who said they were in that land?
Oh, he had sex with her in Ireland. Oh,
He took her home.
He said, "Let me come in for a nightcap." Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who I'm on. Oh Lord, I already blushed just with him with the woman because I could literally I could see it, but because she was all like, "Oh, I might have."
Brandy. She gave herself willingly, without pretense or guile, showed him so openly she wanted him, with hands that grew more demanding, with hips that pressed her center to his until he wanted nothing but to give her all and more. It gets a little hot.
Oh, I'll have to read that part right before I see Wayne. Oh Lord, he's gonna be like, "What you reading?" He's gonna be like, "What you reading over there?"
See, now Joe and I, we were all prepared to just embarrass the hell right out of you. And you haven't read this part. So now it's kind of like,
No, I love it because it's still embarrassing me because I'm thinking, "Oh my God." I was I was embarrassed with just a little bit that he did to her, and that's not even nothing yet.
No. God, Keenan, don't stop. I couldn't stop if I wanted to.
Oh my gosh, she
ride with me. He said, "Ride with me."
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling you, right?
Wow.
There you go. Once
I
the war starts, you think she'll get her dragon? Well, maybe. I would hope she gets her dragon before then, so she learns how to ride on it. Exactly? She's learning to ride, right? In more ways.
Stayed on Bronco. And here we thought she was only going to be riding horses.
No, they rode horses too. Yeah, they rode horses. Yeah,
they rode horses. Now the next thing is, are they going? Since he's a dragon rider, and we know she's going to be a dragon rider. Are they going to do the whole magical in the air on a dragon?
They might, because they're already like having combat and fighting in the air, right? Or that was on horses. Sorry, that was horses.
Yeah, that was horses.
Yeah. So I'm certain she's going to have to learn how to do many things while riding.
Yeah, that's right. That dragon's she'll be like, after what I've done, I ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah, she should be all set for the dragon. No problem.
Let's see. Okay, here's what I guess surprised me is because, no, not really, because she was pissed off at him, but then I knew she was already growing warm towards him. I already knew that part. But, because he purposely pissed her off to get her. I mean, she could have done some real damage. Well, and instead of being angry, he's like, good.
He said at one point, he was talking to one of them, and he was like, she could have really done some damage to my balls a couple times.
That's right.
If she'd really, really been intent on it, but she was afraid to like really go all the way.
I bet she won't be afraid no more. Well, she'll want to protect certain parts now.
Yeah, she might not go for that. She might not go for that area in the future, not wanting to damage it.
That's right. But like, hold on, we got some more riding to do. We got to just
take it easy.
Hold on. Hold on.
So that's when he creates, and I don't remember what they call them. That's when he creates these creatures that aren't like real people or whatever.
I'm sorry, I just read a comment. I'm sorry. She found Keenan's dragon. You know what I mean? She let the dragon out of the barn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Margaret. The wraiths.
Right.
So they create these wraiths for her to fight because now she doesn't have to fear hurting a real person, right? So now she can just go at it with these wraiths and not have to worry about hurting anybody. But I thought it was very interesting how she's supposed to be able to tell the difference between a wraith that is a fairy or a or
Yeah.
just a person or whatever, you know. And
I think
he
because
thinks
she
she should be
should
able to
be
just
able
tell them
to.
apart.
Well, I mean, she should be able to because when she's fully awakened, like she has, especially with her dad being a god, or not her dad, her grandfather being a god, she should be able to sense that
Right.
animalish or non, the type within them. I'm assuming.
Like which one of these, because now there's 3 of them, which one of these is going to turn into a bear and eat me, or which one is just a fairy, or which, and so she was not doing well at that at first, being able to tell the difference. I mean, she was starting to get a little better,
I find it interesting how her visions are progressing as she is awakening.
She's having some very intense dreams.
Do you think that the boy is future or past? I think it's got to be past, surely, because she says it seems like it's right after like when she was young, after she did what she did to him and broke the glass or broke the thing or something.
Broke the thing.
Broke the thing. But why is she seeing? I guess why is she seeing the past instead of seeing what's to come, unless it's to get to know him and maybe weaknesses? I don't know, but there's no weakness.
I don't know.
Except that he can't get out of his place.
So, I mean, she's learning a lot pretty quickly. Pretty darn quickly. She's, and I think he hasn't told her that he's actually kind of impressed with her progress, but he really is.
Yeah, but he can't, because if he doesn't want her to become complacent, I think. I mean, I would imagine that.
So he just keeps goading her and pissing her off and all that.
Well, part of that I think might be because, there's you can have that angry sex too. So, that makes it stronger.
Yeah, you can. I get it.
But it's going to make her, as far as for fighting, because I think he's trying to impress upon her, because obviously, I mean, they are not holding back. Well, they're coming after her, and I don't think it's going to lessen. It's going to get stronger. And so he's trying to keep her from dying, because they're not going to stop.
Right.
And she can't hold back. She can't be like, I don't want to kill. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to,
right.
Because she's going to have to fight for her life.
Right. So it's very interesting because, she's still going back to Ireland.
Yeah.
And she's publishing the books.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Now she has this book deal. So she has to keep writing. I mean, she's got a lot on her plate, right? So she's training. She's learning all the potions and all that kind of stuff from Marge. The fighting, the combat, the horse riding, and all that stuff from him. Then she's writing the books and publishing the books. And then
still doing the blog.
What?
Still doing the blog.
And the blog. And then we throw in the whole, now we're having a sexual relationship into the whole mix. And she got a lot on her plate, doesn't she? Got a lot on her plate.
Ton on her plate. Yeah. And it's not just that she's got one book. I mean, you're not even talking about just one genre.
No, right.
You've got the whole children's book, and then you've got the... Right.
Now she's got an adult fiction book and I know. Hi, my Crapulaire and Ginger.
And I like how, like, she knows that with her blog, she still can't, obviously she can't write everything, but yet she's finding ways to still be able to include, obviously not pictures of there, but still finding ways to, but at some point, is one of those going to, I'm almost worried that she's going to kind of fall away from the other world and be drawn more towards, especially now with having all of him, that
I don't know.
she might forget that whole section.
There's definitely a new attraction to the other world, another reason for her to return to that world. But Kathy is right. That's a point that we should talk about, is that she's been told her whole life by her mother that she wasn't good enough, that she this, that she that she needs to do this, that she needs to be a teacher, and basically telling her what to do with her life. And to the point where she's not even certain what she is or what she feels or what she believes and her true self. So this is a whole investigation in her and herself and finding what she wants. And,
she's literally finding herself because she never really had a self to start with.
Correct. Yes.
I agree. Her mother was protecting her, Sue, but like, I think she went too far.
Right.
Like she went beyond helicopter parenting. I mean, she went, and I know she did it for her safety. Obviously, because her mother knows that her grandfather wants her and wants to take her.
Then again, there are times when the mother, knowing some things that she did, trying to protect her, may have just been doing her a disservice as well by not really letting her know exactly what was going on, because now all of a sudden she's thrown into it and people have already tried to take her. Right.
Right. I mean, like, it makes you think, if she had have known her whole life and had been able to prepare and practice, where would she, she'd already be so much stronger right now.
Right.
So now they just have to. She's gonna have to go to the grandfather, and she's going to have to take the fight to him. I think, in order like one up him, she's gonna have to go there. I think.
Oh, I'm sure, and she's gonna have to go take him on, and
you can guarantee it's not going to be in this book. This book's going to just be all about.
Well, no,
I think coming into her
just
powers.
Awakening now and finding that she has these powers and why and where. And then the next book, of course, will be developing all of those and getting strong and learning what she needs to go ahead and fight the good fight and take him out. She got to take him out, right?
So I got to ask you, Mindy, especially, since you did read and enjoy the last chapter.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we invested now?
Oh, you mean me?
Come on. Are we invested now?
Nah, it's getting there.
The whole bodice ripping, and we're not invested yet.
No, there was no bodice ripping. Remember, there was no ripping.
I know. There was magical undressing.
There was just the falling away of the clothing.
There was, but you read there were some details there. That led right into your whole genre. That's
true. Well, that is the best thing to have, is a romance fantasy.
Yes.
Fantasy romance. That's a whole genre. That's a whole thing. And if you think it didn't happen in the Crown of Thorns and Heart, or whatever those things were, that's definitely got a lot of romance and stuff in it, right?
Oh, it did. I can still see those scenes inside my head as my movie played, and it was trying to sit with some stuff.
And I only read the first 2 books in that one, so I know there's a lot more to come in that one. But not the boots. There you go. That's right.
Yes, not the boots.
Thank you for looking that up, Joe. November is when the last one comes out. So here we go with the question of the evening.
Oh,
Brandy,
I knew it was coming to this one.
What?
Are we going to read book 2?
Are we going to keep going after this one? Because number 2 is out.
Yep.
We could read number 2, and then we can't get to number 3 for months yet, right?
Or do we want to do a couple of others and then pencil in reading like
This
halfway
one.
between now and November, reading book 2.
Right.
So that, and then reading book, and then a few more after that, and then book 3.
Right.
Because I'm telling you right now, if we go through and we read book 2
It will
next
drive
month,
you crazy.
it's going to drive us nuts wondering what's happening.
Waiting for November, right?
I will be clawing at all kinds of stuff.
So this is why there's a lot of people that won't read a series like this until they're all out because they can't stand that. That.
I mean, see, right now we are super intrigued, but we are like, because it's kind of like the lead up.
Mm-hmm.
We're leading up to the climaxes. Oh boy, that was a choice of words. But that's what it's called in books.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah.
We're leading up to that. So, we're not at the, so we don't want to wait so long. We don't want such a long period. I need.
Okay. So I haven't heard from anybody in the chat about our plan, the consensus here. What is our consensus?
Well, Joe says he thinks it should come midway.
Huh? The next
I do not.
What are you talking about? I'm not coming midway. I
just thought of that wrong. Oh my
God. It's all the way or nothing. I mean, come on.
What are y'all doing to me?
Okay, so Kathy says she can survive with the second book in a couple months and then November for the last one. Midway is fine for Trina. I think that makes sense. It's to spread them out a little bit. And do one. Okay, so somebody do some quick calendar work here. What would be like between now and November? What do we got?
So
we've got, let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We got 8 months. 8 months. So if we did in April, August, May, June, July.
If we do August. Yeah, July or August.
July. It's late November too. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so see, August would be, because it's almost like at November 22nd, that's like almost December.
Right. So, well, that would only be September and October. We'd have to wait. September, October, part of November. So the biggest wait then would be April, May, June, July. That would be 5 months.
Let's do
June, July.
Yeah, do July.
Want to do July?
Yeah, I think so.
So if we do the second one in July and then the third one in November, I think we're going to, it would have to be December. You're right, Kathy. It would have to be December because we'd start at the next
because
month.
we're not going to start it at the end of a month.
August. So we'd have to wait September and October and November. September, October. That's 3 months. I still think July is good, though. That's more in the middle. Isn't July more in the middle?
I think July would be, because that gives us still.
Okay.
I can see y'all now. Y'all gonna try to pick a book that is gonna make me blush from cover to cover.
This was Joe's idea.
Wayne will be so happy with y'all. He ain't gonna.
Okay, so if we're gonna hold off, I mean, we don't have to pick a month right now, I guess, but just think like summer.
We know hold off so that
we'll do the second one summer sometime. So we only have one section to read for this one, and we got to be ready to go with another book.
Yes.
So then what? Ooh, you could have a steamy July. That's right. It will be steamy. Steamy, hot July. Oh boy. So
Boy,
what do we
they
want?
doing the blood, sex, and tears. We got it. Got it.
What do we want to read after this section then? What do we want to read for April? It's spring. Ooh,
It's spring.
Ooh.
What kind of things do we think about with spring?
Flowers.
Flowers, but no straight on sappy romances. I can't.
No, Margaret, you were not supposed to finish the book. We're only doing 2 sections at a time. We do it for the whole month. We split it into like 4 parts.
Yeah, that way we can have a little bit each week.
Hi, Lynn. Lynn's listening to the second one already. Lynn, you're supposed to wait. You're supposed to wait, Lynn.
Wait a minute. Lynn, you're going to be.
You're jumping way too far ahead of us here, girl.
See, Lynn, you're going to have some.
Oh, there you go.
Guys, if you were guys, you'd have something blue.
A roll in the flowers, Brandy.
Lynn's going to have something blue, and we're going to be rolling in the flowers, and.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Y'all just doing me in.
I don't know.
Let me see. Okay, so what kind of suggestions? Anybody got some suggestions as to something y'all have heard that you think might? Because the only book that's coming to my mind that I heard of recently was something about where the katydids sing or where the crawdads sing or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that one's been out for a while.
Yeah. They were just talking about it on the radio the other day.
Yeah. Let's see. April. New releases. Well, they'd have to be out now. That wouldn't work. They'd have to be out in March.
We'd have to be able to pick it up.
They'd have to be March new releases.
Yeah. I would look on my phone, but I can't. That's what.
What?
She read that one? Oh my gosh! I have to ask her how it was.
What?
I guess where the crawdads.
Oh, the crawdads.
Yeah. So listen to Lynn. Soon it's gonna be the. Here's the thing. You're gonna have to stop, Lynn, because the third one's not coming out until November.
That's right.
So
you'll get stopped somehow.
Yeah, you gonna finish that second book, and then you're gonna be like, oh,
yeah,
I gotta wait. Lynn's gonna be like, oh, on the 22nd. Let's go.
The epic list of March 2022 book releases. The epic list. The epic list.
Heard of that?
The Golden Couple. One Italian Summer. The Next Thing You Know. The Book of Cold Cases. No.
No.
The Night Shift.
Oh, what's that one?
New Year's Eve, 5 teenagers working the night shift at a Blockbuster in New Jersey are attacked with only 1 survivor.
Oh, yeah, that's not your book. That's not your style of book.
That's not my kind of thing. The new book list. What? How come they only gave us those? That's not epic. There's nothing epic.
We have romance. Murder.
Right.
Romance and murder. That's what we got.
I don't know. I got tons. Peach Blossom Spring.
What's that?
I don't know, but it's about peach blossoms. It's a family saga that follows 70 years of the Dow family. Life as a refugee, fleeing the Japanese army, relocating after the Civil War. Oh, lots of war there.
Oh, that's historic. No.
Too much war. I want to read about war.
Oh, Kathleen. Oh, yeah. That would be a little close, Kathleen. Too bad there's not a good, I'm telling you right now, I was watching on your BookTube thing,
Here we
And
go. Here's one.
I really want to read that that twisted fairy tale.
I,
I would love to read a twisted fairy tale.
I would do a twisted fairy tale. Here's a book I just got. I actually just ordered it. I had to order it. It was on the news. It's James Patterson and Dolly Parton. They got together and they wrote a book.
Whoa, what's it about?
Yep. So it's about a girl who wants to make it in the music industry. And all the troubles and the trials and the tribulations and how hard it is and the stuff she has to go through to make a break in the music industry in Nashville. That's what that one's about. Sue's in the middle of a twisted fairy tale. Margaret loves James Patterson. Yeah, this one would be interesting. I mean, it's about Nashville. Singing about the hard life she left behind. Her fame is only increasing. She settles in Nashville looking for her big break. The past she has been running from comes back to haunt her. So it's a collaboration between James Patterson and Dolly Parton. Sue thought she was downloading the book, I think, and she downloaded the CD. So she has the CD for all the music because it's also an album that Dolly Parton wrote the music for. I think that's how it all came about. It sounds very interesting. Anyhow.
Now, speaking of Dolly Parton, I heard about her this morning. She asked for her name to be taken out of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame choices.
Why?
Because she feels that the people who are actually rock and roll and stuff need to have that option, and she's very grateful, but she wants to, for other people who've been waiting a super long time, like she feels honored, but at the same time she wants them to have their shot,
and not her.
Right.
I got you. Well, so you can always get it. You can always get it on Kindle. It's available now. It is out and it is available now. So James Patterson is very interesting because he has written these like suspenseful thriller type things, but he has a whole series of books that are geared towards like middle school age kids.
You see this right here?
Yeah.
The poster I have right here. Uh-huh. This is an entire series that is all about like angel hybrid teens, and it's here because this was Chris's, because that is like one of their favorite, the Max Rides, I think is the name of it, or it's the name of the series. And oh my gosh, are they? I've read like some of them, but he's got other ones. And then
he is very like diverse, super diverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I think he has a series called the Witch and Wizard series. Yeah. Which is also found in the YA section. He's very diverse in what he writes. Right. But I will say right now, I'm gonna go on record saying that one of these months I want us to do a twisted fairy tale. I'm just going on record to say it.
We certainly can. I was just thinking to get away from like fantasy for a minute, because that's what we're doing right now. But anyhow.
So yeah, I'm just saying at some point in the future, I'd like to do a twisted fairy tale.
You just said, okay, like we can hear you. Oh, you've read like some of those series that she's talking about?
Okay, see, those series are really good. I mean, then again, he's a master writer.
I was going to say, when you have a writer that writes, they can, they could put anything on the page really and make it sound great, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, think about that and think about something else. I mean, whatever we do, we've got to have it like we're going to have to be ready to like go. Ready to go. Margaret's nodding her head. We hear it.
So like, okay, so do you want to do, okay, because I know that you know how to put polls in your comments or in not the comments, the community tab.
Can I do a poll
Yeah.
in my community? I can do a poll in my community tab.
Yes, you can do a poll in your community tab. And so like since we want to kind of get away from fantasy, there someone did mention possibly adventure, or there's these, I think, something maybe like hometown, because it has been a little bit since we've done a hometown.
Hometown what? Hometown romance?
No, there's got to be other types of hometown love.
Small town romance? Cowboy romance?
Oh, I don't know that I'm ready for that. Lord, they're gonna be happy. We already talking about riding. They already had riding now.
Yeah, they just do it with
Riding the cowboy.
They don't care if they have their boots on in these.
No, they probably do keep their boots on.
Yeah.
Where do you think the term knocking boots comes from? Yep, sorry. Okay, see, look.
My give a damn is busted. Love drunk cowboy. I love this bar.
Oh my God.
That's the cowboy section over there.
Debbie Macomber.
Oh,
And that one that you like?
Debbie Macomber has so many things. So many.
Okay, but are they all ones that I'm gonna be reading like this?
No. Okay. No, there's always like a little romance in them, but they're not the steamy kind of romance.
Oh, hi, Mama Say, or Mama C. Wheel of Time. I don't think I've heard of that one.
I don't know Wheel of Time. Well, there's Tima.
Hey, Tima.
Are we keeping the clean? No, you already missed the bodice ripping magic.
She just heard that.
Knocking boots. Yeah, no, not a whole lot of line dancing. Well, parallel. Oh.
They just love embarrassing me.
Parallel lines, maybe.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, he's gonna wonder what's happening over here. I'm gonna come out. I know I've got to be beat red. I know I got to be beat red at this point. Okay.
All right. So we still got a couple people that really like there you go, Kathy. That's that horizontal line dancing. You got it. Boots and all.
So do you want to maybe look up, because it looks like we've had a couple of people that are like Patterson. Yep. So like, do you want to look? Okay, so that one's by Patterson. And then do you want to look into some of the other Patterson books? I can't even. Okay.
If we were to do any Debbie Macomber, I would want to steer away from anything that's a series, because we're going to get wrapped up in more series stuff, and we don't want to do that.
It'd be like the standalone books. Standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want to be able to tear away from them to tear back into.
Hang on. If not for you, Debbie Macomber. That's one of my most recent acquisitions. I'll read anything. I just need to look it up at your library. Exactly. Or,
I know Patterson has
what else people have talked about?
What?
People have talked about doing a Jodi Picoult.
Oh, isn't she the? No, that's Janet Ivana.
Yeah, no, not the detective private eye chicky.
And he's like, no.
No.
I'm gonna have to go read her.
And I think that I think Jodi has a new book. I mean, she always has a new book. Okay, always. So let's see. Jodi Picoult, new release 2022. Is Debbie Macomber? Yes. I would call her PG-13, Tima. PG-13. Wish You Were Here. Is that the newest one of hers? That might be the newest one. Wish You Were Here. Let's see. Yeah,
That's what Sue says.
I think this one is pretty current. Yeah. Um,
Okay, hold on. We're not gonna get into cancer territory again, are we? Like
get into
sad.
what?
Well, we're not gonna get into cancer territory again. Bawl my eyes out kind of thing.
Oh, it's a powerfully evocative story of resilience and the triumph of the human spirit. And Diana is perfectly on track. She'll be married by 30, done with kids by 35, moved to New York City, out to the suburbs, climbed the professional ladder in the art auction world. She works for Sotheby's, but her boss has hinted at a promotion if she can get this client. She's engaged. Oh, she's not engaged, but she has a boyfriend, Finn, who's a surgical resident. He's about to propose, and they're about to have a romantic getaway and get engaged. But then the virus that felt worlds away has appeared in their city. And oh yeah, I've read the synopsis for this. He can't leave because he has to stay at the hospital. They have this trip paid for. He tells her to go ahead and go. And then things start to go awry. She goes on the vacation. She loses her luggage. The Wi-Fi doesn't exist. The hotel was shut down due to the pandemic. The whole island's under quarantine, and she's stranded there, isolated, out of her comfort zone, carves out a connection with a local family with a teenager who has a secret, who opens up to her. In the Galapagos Islands, where Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection was formed, Diana finds herself examining her relationships, her choices, herself, and wondering when she goes home if she too will have evolved into someone completely different.
Tima, I keep trying to find her a mystery that she'll like. I am still on the hunt.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. We've done a couple of mysteries. We've done 2 mysteries, and they've both been rather, flops.
So we got to find. She wants mysteries that don't have dead bodies. So we got to find mysteries that are not that kind of mystery.
Well, I'm going to write this one down as a possibility. It actually sounds good. Wish You Were Here by Jodi Picoult.
Now there was one. There was one. I'm going to have to go look it up and try to find it again. Where it was a mystery, but it was more of a mystery of finding out about it was and you may have been the one to tell him it, but this woman found out that she had a sister that she didn't know she had.
Mm-hmm.
And the sister knew some sort of family secrets, and she's out on this, it's like an island or something like that. And she's having to go through and trying to discover, because this secret could destroy her entire world.
Now, see, I don't mind mysteries like that. I mean, The Hideaway was kind of a mystery, figuring out her past and her family and who her real, parents.
So are you okay with mysteries that are danger but not murder? Could you handle a mystery where someone's might be being stalked, or you realize there's something dangerous out there, but then the heroines are, overcomes and triumphs and learns stuff about themselves, but there's no dead bodies?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can handle something like that.
There's a whole genre called romantic suspense, and those are good. I like those. Actually, I would say, right? I know. I would actually say that Nicholas Sparks has done a romantic suspense or 2, where somebody had an ex-lover that's there stalking them, trying to kill them or whatever, but they
psychological thrillers.
Yeah, well, The 5 Wishes of Mr. Murray Mcbride. Ooh.
What is that about?
I'm assuming he has 5 wishes, and somebody helps him carry out his wishes. Am I right, Joe? There's some other person in it that helps him carry out his last wishes before he dies. I think we've talked about that, or read about it, or something. Is that correct, Joe?
Joe, you still there, Joe?
I'm sure
he's typing. That's what's happening. He's like,
yeah, the old guy, yeah, and he helps him carry out his wishes, before he's going to die or whatever. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll write down some titles in the next day or two, and you guys go to my community page and like vote. Okay, go vote.
Yeah, and I'm going to send you a couple also for you to look at, and if you like any of them, and they would be ones you would be okay reading, and
Okay.
I'll try to stick to those, and then see if we can put some of those choices too.
Okay. Tina, you mean no erotic psychological thrillers?
Mindy's like, oh,
I had the perfect one in mind.
all I know is that I definitely don't think I could ever get through the Gray series, because I would just be I'd be, oh no. Mm-mm. And then there's a whole nother one that came after it. I can't do. No.
Guess what I'm going to bring to the retreat? No.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Lord, you ever see me, like, I'm telling you right now, someone ever sees me read one of the passages, you go know exactly what I'm reading, because my face will show it all. I'm telling you.
So I'm reading a book right now. Well, on my thing out there, she reads it to me, right? And this relationship has gotten to that point, and I know that we're about to have a steamy scene. And what's Mr. Dipple do today? He comes home and he says, Alexa, read my recent book. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. And he just kind of looked at me and he was like, oh, okay. I'm like, we can stop reading it right now if you'd like.
No, but I am going on a hunt. I am on a mission that I'm going to find a mystery or a psychological suspense that doesn't have any dead bodies, just has some danger attached to it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because we haven't gotten to do a good one.
The two mysteries that we picked out were like, they were not good. I didn't know.
No. I'm going to find.
If there's puppies involved or something, that might help. Dogs, puppies.
I'm gonna find it. I'm telling you, I'm on the hunt.
All right, I gotta go make some dinner. I'm hungry. All right,
I can smell my dinner being made. Right,
I'm not sure what he's making. I'll put up some titles, and if you guys have any, get them to me like right away. You can put them in the comments below the video. If you have any suggestions, I can put them up in the. I can only do, I think, like 6 things maybe as a poll, and I don't think you can do a whole ton. So we'll go from there. All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm excited.
Some brandy tonight.
No, I'm all good. Although I'll get embarrassed because I got to read that last chapter. So
she'll be calling me. She'll be calling me later. All right. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.